Today we're going to start a Facebook advertising experiment. Experiment meaning we're going to try a lot of different ads, a lot of different creative, and see what works best. My thought is always that our audience has three big things in common. The first and foremost, they are all working towards some kind of goal. I think a lot of times in business marketing, we think of this as money. Maybe they're working towards a raise or a promotion, but I think it's a lot broader than that. Our client might be looking to raise awareness or money for cancer research. Our client might be working to become the PTA president. They might be working towards a fitness goal like running a marathon or getting one pull-up done. They might have a goal for their family, meaning maybe they have children who are trying to get into certain colleges. Maybe they are working to support their spouse as that person goes through school, and that's a collective goal as a family. So I just believe that all of our clients are working towards some kind of important goal to them. The next one is fashion. Our person cares about fashion in some way. This could be the traditional way that you think about it, and maybe I'm most interested in fashion. You know, I read Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. I care about what Anna Wintour thinks. I watch some of the fashion shows and the runway programs. I definitely have seen Making the Cut and care about what Naomi Campbell says on that show. So that maybe is the more traditional way. They might care about what colors look best on them. Are they a fall, winter, spring, or summer? They might be very into certain body types of fashion. They could be petite like me. They could be plus size like some of my other clients. They could care about killing it at the gym. You know, they don't walk in a grubby t-shirt. They want certain kind of clothes and they like that certain look. My coach, Kara at CrossFit, loves CrossFit shoes and gym shoes, and they always match her outfits. So there is a wide range of fashion. When we first started this company, I had the idea that everybody cared about, at least my clients cared about dressing for the job you wanted, not the job you have. And I think that has changed in the last 5 years for sure. But there is some kind of capacity about caring about fashion. Lastly, person is organized. Now, this could mean like the home edit way, right? Your pantries are organized, your drawers are organized, everything's beautiful and Roy G. Biv. It could be that way. It could be that you care about your bag being organized. Very, obviously that's what I think about. You don't want a big tote bag like you might take to the beach. You want everything in its place. And to me, that's how I know if I have something or not. My keys in that pocket right now, do I have them? Is my wallet in that pocket right now? That's how I know I have it. Is my computer protected? That's how I know I have it. You might care about organization at work. You really care about how you look when you walk into a meeting, that you can find your pencil right away, that your notebook is right where you left it, and you're not fumbling around for something with your boss, with a client, with a team member. You want to set a good example. You might care about organization for your kids. I know people that are really good at keeping their kids organized. They've got their backpacks always in the same spot, their lunch is always in the same spot, their soccer shoes are never in the car when they should be in their gym bag. There are a lot of different ways to be organized. You might also just have a goal to be organized. You might be working towards this larger goal, but part of it is you have to be organized to get there. I'm convinced that our clients fall right here. And maybe they go outside the lines a little bit, but generally this is who our client is. And I like her or him a lot. Okay. Next. The big question, how much do I spend on Facebook advertising right now? You could spend a crap ton. And one thing that makes me crabby is spending money that I don't need to spend. But what is the right amount? There has to be some advertising, right? There can't be zero advertising. I mean, you, I guess, could hope for that. But at this iteration of the business, zero is not a reasonable number. In my head, I want to spend $100. But that is, again, I don't think reasonable. I recently heard Gary Vee talk about this. I love Gary Vee. Big shout out. to everybody else that watches him or listens. And I treat it like entrepreneur radio. I have it on in the background a lot. And I heard him say he used to spend $30,000 on a billboard and just cross your fingers because you didn't know whether it was working or not. But Facebook, you can test, obviously. And so what he said is to somebody, I think in one of his groups, was spend $700 on a test. So once I heard that number compared to 30,000, it made me feel a lot better and almost gave me permission to test that amount. So that's what we'll start with our goal. I think it's totally reasonable that you could figure it out. And also in my mind, I always think about how many bags do I have to sell to make that up? And it's about 2. Choose in Facebook what your goal is going to be. And I've tried a lot of these, and sometimes I've done lead generation, which is right here. And you can see they're not doing store traffic right now because of the coronavirus. I like traffic the most because you can really see what happens on your website. And so that's what I'm going to do for all these, just to keep it super even. I might have been listening to this for a minute. So one time I went through Facebook training with a Facebook coach from Facebook, and they told me that video always is better. So for these purposes, I'm going to use video for most of these ads and see how it goes.
It's showtime.
When I do these lists and I do these ads, I brainstorm each subject and different audiences that might fit in there. I had to split up this goal one with household income, so the top half of all the United States household income. And I also, so I ended up putting Oprah in here, but Apple, I crossed off once. It's such a huge audience. I might have to test it separately, so stay tuned on that. So far, I spent $340, and it looks like my dog has some ideas about what needs to be done. Stay tuned. I changed the creative for the fashion placement ad. This is just a GIF, and I think it shows it a little bit better. And I'm going to add that example right here. I don't think that's exactly how I should be doing the testing, but I just have a gut feeling about it. And since I know my clients the best, I'm going to roll with it. Packing up to make the big commute back down the stairs. Postscript update. So far from the ads that are approved, the one that's doing best is my organization ad. You can see there has been a total of 50 link clicks on one ad, and then 68 total, 4 cents per click. So that's pretty darn good. I'll keep you guys updated, but that's where we are at 8:50 tonight.